All right, we are live. Welcome everybody. Everyone who's coming in. Instagram is currently telling my followers that it started a live video, so people are going to start getting the notifications. People are going to start coming in. Got an interesting show today. We have got Nikki, better known as the CrazyEminemLady, who's going to come in, and I've got some questions for her. This is not interview time. This is Unmasked. My job is to present this woman, right? I'm going to get the ink off. I'm going to get the mask off. And we're going to go behind the screen, go behind the skin, and find out what this woman's all about. So, I see people have started coming in. Thank you guys. This is my house. This is my place. Just moved in. I see a lot of people from Canada. I see Usman Chaudhry's in. Welcome people. Welcome. Thank you so much. Whoever's coming, thank you so much. God bless you. So, Nikki's going to be coming in very soon. And I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be good fun. So I've got a bunch of questions for her. If any of you have any questions, feel free to share them. And if there's anything interesting, then we'll pick it up and we'll put that to Nikki. So she'll be joining us in a minute. I've got Shafiq Mehdi here. Oh, she has requested. I am so sorry. All right, people. As promised, presenting. Here we go.
Hi.
Nikki.
Hi. I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining, Nikki.
Thanks for having me.
How's it going? How's your day going?
Yeah, good for a Sunday. It's been pretty boring, but...
Okay, well, we're here to spice it up. Nikki, first and foremost, hearty congratulations, my sister, on picking up that Guinness Award.
Thank
the most
you.
tattoos of any musician. I think that's brilliant. So many congratulations to you. Now,
Thank
the Guinness
you.
records you got it. Well done. Okay. I want to dig into a bit of the Guinness World Record because here's a little secret you might not know. I'm an applicant for 2 Guinness Awards.
Okay.
Applicant. Okay. Now it's really funny. It's really weird. One is the longest ears on a sheep. Really weird. Don't ask me why. I had a sheep with long ears, 13 inches long. So I said, let's apply. I applied, things fell apart, never got through to it. The second application, which is currently still pending, is the highest number of licks by a cat in 1 minute. Believe it or not. Yeah. So that application is sitting in there. So I went through the process. I saw how stringent it is. The requirements for independence. Not the same person cannot be also the time checker or the counter. How did you get by all these stringent requirements of independence? More importantly, in COVID, when you can't really get people together, much less 1 or 2, how do you get how do you get the whole team together? Take me through that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was a lot more strict than I thought because I sent in my pictures and I just thought, oh, well, I'll get the record then. But they came back and were like, no, you need a bit more than that. So I basically needed a dermatologist to check all of my tattoos, and I also needed 2 tattoo artists to verify them at the same time.
Right.
So I actually had to pay for the dermatologist because it was like an appointment. So so yeah, a place in Aberdeen did that for me, and then I'm really lucky that I know some amazing tattoo artists up here, and I just get on really well with them. So that was easy, to be honest. I just sort of asked a couple of guys that I'd had work from, and it's a bit of an unusual thing. So they were happy to do it.
Right. And then Guinness, I'm sure, vetted their credentials and they signed off and they said everything's good.
Yeah, I mean, Guinness were amazing because they wanted to film a video for their social media. So I actually think they did it pretty quick. I mean, I found out in less than a week, and it can take up to 12 weeks. So they've been amazing, like staying in touch. And I was speaking to a great guy there. And so, yeah, we had to film it all, and we filled in forms and like wrote reports. And
I've seen the application form. It's quite lengthy with lots of sign-offs and all those things. So brilliant, well done. And to be able to get all those people together in COVID at the same time to get this done, brilliant. I couldn't. My cat still has to lick my hair for a long time. So I'm gonna have to wait for that. But the application is still pending. So great. Okay. So now the award is in the bank. Well done.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm a little worried, Nikki. because I think you've set off a chain reaction, because the record is most tattoos of the same musician. Okay. So I'm thinking, okay, now this is the perfect time when enemies of Eminem can go on and say, all right, now let's pay people to beat this girl's record. So I'm thinking, okay, like what could be next? Insane Nick Cannon, Man-Child, Mad MGK, Fetus. I don't know what's next. I mean, Crazy Eminem Lady's out there. Someone's clearly going to want to say, we want to take this, you know, award, take this record. So have you started tattoo wars? You're the next Joe Exotic. What's going on?
I mean, I feel like, yeah, there are definitely people that even comment on my stuff going like, yeah, I'm going to break your record and whatever. And I mean, I've already broken my own record by 3 already. I've got like at least 5 more M&Ms planned, and I mean, let's not forget that I've got these tiny portraits here, so there's a lot of gaps where I can put little tiny portraits. But also, I think what people don't realize is that for this kind of record, it takes a lot of money, it takes a lot of time in a tattooist chair, so that means that you're in a lot of pain. It's not an easy thing. And they are also on your body forever, so it's commitment, it's dedication, it's not worrying what people think, it's not worrying about your job in 5-10 years. So it's not as easy as just saying like, okay, I'm going to break your record, because you're going to have to get at least 18 tattoos of somebody's face.
Okay,
bring it on.
So let's say a challenger comes up. Will Guinness let you know that, listen, we've got this application, you are, you know, you have a right to defend it or something like that? Will that happen?
I think so, yeah, because yeah, like I've got my own like page on there, and I think they would have to update me and give me the opportunity, I guess, to say, well, actually, I've got more already. So
well, I guess your competitors better know that you've got Eminem on your body. So I think their ink is just going to evaporate right there when they see got Team Shady standing behind you. So yeah, we're all Team Shady. We love that.
Okay. Yeah, you've also got to pay for good artists, because there's a lot of bad portraits out there. So it's got to look like the person.
I get it, of course. And I've seen the work on you. It's brilliant. And that brings me to my next question, right? So you are an artwork in your own right? So the question is there a right to art? What have you experienced on social media, Facebook, Instagram? Is there a right to art? Tell us about that.
I think people don't see me as art. I think they just see me as a woman with tattoos of Eminem, and therefore they just think I'm psychotic, so they don't see the art, to be honest. But I've also, I mean, you know, from my Instagram that I like post a lot of photos of my tattoos and my skin, and like trying to make the point that just because I've got a woman's body doesn't mean that I'm posting because I want to be sexualized or I want like men to drool over me or whatever. So I'm basically, you know, my tattoos are everywhere and I'm very proud of them. So my skin goes on Instagram because that's where they are at the end of the day. So yeah, Instagram, people reported me for nudity. Which I've never posted anything nude, can I just say, like, as you know, like, not happened. So I really felt then that I just thought it was really unfair, and people were not seeing the art basically, and they were just seeing me as a female body, and most of society thinks that a female body is for males, and I think that's where the problem is. So yeah,
that's bad. That's it. But that brings a point, right? I'm on Instagram. I follow a lot of people, and I see there's a lot of skin shown, but there are no takedowns. There are a lot of stars that put their pictures out, and they let's just say they're fairly fleshy.
Yeah.
But Instagram doesn't do much over there, so I think there's a bit of a double standard there. And I hope to God it works out for you, because I remember when that Instagram takedown happened, you were rather pissed, and I was fully supportive of you.
Yeah, I was really upset because I think the only reason they got taken down, and this is probably why other people's don't get taken down, is because somebody had to report them to bring them to Instagram's attention. And unfortunately, for some reason, a lot of people don't like me and what I do.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen for sure.
Yeah.
For
so
sure.
yeah, so I think that's, you know, and plus some people have 2 million plus followers, so they're great for Instagram, so they're not going to take their stuff
There
down.
you go. There you go.
Yeah.
The big stay bigger. Unfortunately, that's the modern world. Huh?
Yeah.
Anyways, but here's a question, right? So has winning the Guinness record changed your life? I understand you're a nail artist, right?
Yes.
So how's that working? Are you engaged these days? Are you working?
Yeah, really busy. Like December is a crazy month for me.
Okay. That's a good sign. That's a good
sign. Oh,
sign.
it's amazing. Yeah.
But tell me, you're up in Aberdeenshire, right? That would be what, a tier 2 under the UK regulations?
Well, Scotland and England are different, but yeah, we are actually tier 2 at the moment. Yeah, which the rules here, as they're so complicated, but it's all to do with different households meeting but yeah, I can work because I'm a business, and yeah, it's fine as long as like wear a mask and all that.
Right. So earlier they had closed all the salons down by someone with Boris Johnson. Did that affect you? And is that expected to happen again just after Christmas? Because I hear tier 3 is almost on its way.
Yeah, I mean, it massively affected me because I didn't work for 4 months. And because of a muck up with my taxes, I didn't get any help from the government. So yeah, financially it was awful, and I've kind of had a lot of making up to do since then, which I haven't really I feel like I've been treading water a little bit. But so actually I actually loved lockdown on a personal level. Like it was amazing for me, but financially I am really scared and have been scared that we're going to get another lockdown. So I don't know. I mean, the rules have been sort of lifted a little for Christmas time. So I reckon that, yeah, cases are definitely going to rise in January, but whether that will bring with it a lockdown, I hope not, but who knows? It's hard to tell.
For sure. Well, so that brings me to another point. Okay. So your UK Chancellor recently made a very interesting statement. A lot of people got riled up about this. Now, he was speaking about musicians. Okay. But he generically was sort of reaching out to every artist. He says they should retrain. COVID is forcing a retraining. And there's a lot of ruckus about it. I'm going to have a show soon and bring someone on. We'll talk about this exact issue. How do you feel about that? Because here's what I feel. In times of crisis and misery, that's when the best art comes out, or immediately after, you see? So I didn't quite agree with that. But what's your take? Are you retraining to sort of, let's say, become a IT coder? Coding's big these days.
No, I think that's bullshit. Sorry.
No worries. No, go ahead. That's fine.
No, I mean, you know what? As artists, most of us are self-employed and actually work our asses off to have a business, keep it running. You know, I started right from scratch and it's taken me 4.5 years to get where I am. So yeah, do you know what? Through lockdown, I thought it would be so much easier if I just had a job in a supermarket, because I'd still be working, I'd have the benefits. If I didn't work, I would get paid anyway. I could get furloughed or whatever. But at the end of the day, again, it's to do with passion, and it's to do with doing what you love. For me, like, I absolutely love what I do, and that just makes a massive difference. And my clients are my friends, and yeah, doing this business has changed my life. So no way would I, you know, the COVID's not our fault, and the government rules are not our fault. So no, I don't agree with that either.
Okay, well, best of luck to you, Nikki. Whatever's sitting on the other side of Christmas, like, just best of luck. And we'll talk about that in a bit. Okay, but it's something I need to know while we're on the subject of nails. Nikki, give me some nail advice. My nails get brittle. Just tell me, like things I can eat. I love natural foods. Tell me what I can eat to make the nails suffer for a guy. Because I'm imagining you don't get many guys coming in saying, like, do my nails. But I just want to, like, have some ideas on nail strengthening. Come on, share something for all the gents on the live.
I mean, I would say cuticle oil is your best bet. That's what I say to all my ladies, and I tell them every single time, and they still don't do it. But that is the best thing that you can do. And even as a guy, like, nobody's really going to know that you've put cuticle oil on. So yeah, I would say, and yeah, someone said vitamins. So yeah, like a supplement or something. And but yeah, a lot of it is to do with genetics, you know, so it just depends on that as well. But yeah, cuticle oil.
Okay. Sure. How often would you recommend I get a manicure?
I mean, I don't know.
How often would you go in?
I wouldn't say that you necessarily need to, as long as you can look after your nails at home and use your oil and whatever. I would say you'd be fine. I don't do any guys. It's not really a UK thing for guys to get their nails done. So
Interesting.
yeah.
Maybe it's a Pakistani guy thing. I don't know. Let's talk about an English thing. Now I understand you're an English girl, right? And you're living in Scotland. So how do you feel about Brexit and Scottish independence? How's all that? How's it playing out for you? And if things should change, what's your future looking like? That's another uncertainty sitting for you, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, Brexit has been pretty quiet recently, although because it is about to happen officially, it's being talked about more. And honestly, I don't really understand a lot of all the politics and stuff like that. I just didn't want to leave the EU. I think it's going to cause a bit of a, because my mum and dad have a place in Spain, so yeah, it's just going to be a bit weird and things are going to change. With regards to Scottish independence, I would not want that at all. There's a lot of sort of English in Scotland, like they're not really, you know, the Scottish don't like the English very much.
My wife's Scottish. If I want to piss her off, I say, oh, all you English are like this. She gets very annoyed.
Yeah.
Quite a challenge. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I don't know if they're going to go for it again, to be honest. I think it would change things. But I am kind of happy in my little bubble. I just do what I got to do day to day. And until something affects me massively, like a lockdown, then I just sort of let it go over my head.
Okay. So what are your thoughts about all the dramas playing out in the royal family with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry and Prince Andrew and now Pizza Express, all these fun things happening? What's your take on that?
I actually felt sorry for Meghan Markle, and I just thought she got a really hard time. And but because I get really annoyed with the media and people trolling people, it really makes me so angry. And
fair enough.
Yeah, I actually think they did the right thing by doing what they did, because they have not been in the UK media hardly at all, and that's what they wanted, and they wanted to go and have a life with their little boy and whatever. So everything else with the royal family, I mean, I don't know, one of my tattoo artists, David, is quite into conspiracy theories and stuff, so we talk a lot about that. So, you know, I hear bits and pieces through that way, so my eyes are a bit more open to stuff, but it's been very quiet because of COVID. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with them at the moment.
Interesting. So while we're on the royal family, I'm just wondering, have you watched The Crown latest season?
No, I started watching The Crown and I just found it boring.
You're a rarity, Nikki.
I know. Yeah, a lot of my clients watch it, but no, I just couldn't get into it. Have you been watching it?
Of course I've been watching it. I'm quite the fan of the show, although they've stepped some boundaries, and fine, it's a little bordering on the realm of fiction, but that's fine. I take it what it is. But here's a question I have for you. Team William or Team Charles?
Team William for me.
All right. Okay, good. Fine. You don't need to see The Crown. That's okay. Don't see The Crown at all. Okay. So here's the question. I was watching your earlier interview on FK Irons. I thought that was very interesting. And you said you listened to Stan at the age of 14. So I was like, where was I when Stan came out? So I was actually studying law in London. So when I hear Stan, I actually remember tube stations. I remember silly things like the Orange Network 3G had just come out. So, you know, these strange things that are non-audio are my memories of Stan. What are your non-audio cues for whenever you hear Stan? What would you think of?
I actually think of my mum and dad's place in Spain, because that's where I was at the time. Wow. So literally, and I've got a lot of memories of Spain anyway, because I've been going there since I was 3. So I was literally just sitting by the pool. So like the sound of the pool and the sun, like it gets so hot over there. And like I remember saying to my dad, oh my God, like this song is like unreal. And yeah, I just remember that. And yeah, a happy place. It's one of my happy places. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Somehow there's always a teacup involved. I don't know why it involves a teacup. Maybe it's the chorus, you know, but yeah. Okay, great.
Maybe.
So now we're going to get a little serious. Okay. Simple. Give me a yes or no. Are you a feminist?
in the middle, I think. I couldn't say yes or no, to be honest.
Can you say no?
Yeah, and some of the stuff that comes out in feminist conversations I don't necessarily agree with.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
The radical feminists and all that. Okay, fine, fair enough. But then, okay, let's just talk about your femininity. Never mind feminism. How do you reconcile Slim Shady's misogyny with your femininity?
I see him, especially Slim Shady, as a storyteller, a massive storyteller. So for entertainment, and a lot of it is fiction. A lot of what he says is sort of to do with his family, but a lot of it's not. So I see it as, you know, if I'm watching a movie where horrible stuff happens or whatever, then I wouldn't kind of take offense to that, because I've chosen to watch the movie, and I see him the same way. Because I think his lyrics are so clever and the way he tells a story are so clever, I was never bothered at all by what he was saying, to be honest. I think because I trusted that actually that wasn't necessarily him as a person, and he's just that creative that all of this stuff. And like, let's face it, we all think stuff in our heads that it maybe isn't necessarily very nice, or like we would love to say some of the things that he says, we just haven't got a platform to do it. So yeah, it didn't bother me at all, to be honest.
Fantastic. Okay, so we'll stay on another serious topic. Okay, so they say to every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. So you're at a tattoo parlor, you're receiving two things. One is the image, right, the ink that's coming on you. The second is the pain. Okay, now I can understand the image. Like, let's say if you're receiving the image of Eminem, then there's also something you're putting out, some bit of you that you're giving up, and let's say receiving Eminem on you. How do you deal with the pain? Because I've got two tattoos. When I went for the first one, it hurt. But I found I went for the second one because I kind of enjoyed the pain as well. It helped to de-stress. How do you deal with that? You got so many. What's your
Honestly, the de-stress thing I relate to a lot. I think it is a release in a way. But, you know, I've sat for many hours getting tattooed in some not very nice places. And it takes a lot of mental strength, to be honest. So I find that it just takes me to a place where I am actually, there's nowhere else that I can go except in my own head. And for me, that's been really good, because, you know, for a long time, I hated being in my own head. So, and I think just knowing that, it's not going to be forever, like we're going to be finished, and knowing the outcome of it is going to be the best thing ever. You know, I'll listen to Eminem. Sometimes I just need to stick my headphones in and just go for it. But yeah, the tattoo artists as well are incredible. So most of them I'll talk to and take my mind off it. We have breaks, and so yeah, it's a weird kind of pain. There have been times where I've been like, oh my God, like I can't be bothered with this today. But it also gives you that adrenaline, and it gives you a rush as well. So yeah,
your brain fires off these neurons that make you feel good.
Definitely.
For sure. Well, I think it's safe to say that perhaps no woman has taken so much pain for Eminem other than maybe his mom, Kim, Mariah Carey, maybe Nick Cannon. He probably counts in that category. But you get it, right? So I get it. Yeah, you've taken a lot of pain for Eminem. And I say the ink has become the kind of skin you now wear. Okay. And I see a transformation. Now, here's something very interesting I got to tell you. I saw your interview with FK Irons. You said something in that which really, you know, it struck me, because I coach people. And when I coach people, I tell them something that if you're going to try something new, do it for at least 1,000 days. Don't just give it, you know, a couple of days, weeks, months. Do it for 1,000 days. That's about 3 odd years. And if you attain success, great. Now, the interesting thing is, Nikki, when I heard your interview, it was the same period, about 3 years, about 1,000 days. So I said, okay, Nikki is proof of concept that truly 1,000 days dedicated to something, you can turn your life around. So it's done. Okay, now you've reached that stage. I'm not going to ask you what the next 1,000 days is like. I don't want to know that. Generally, how do you feel, and any special projects you're working
on? I mean, yeah, I feel good. Like the last 3 years definitely have changed my life. So I guess for me, it was like, 1,000 days of looking in the mirror and slowly and gradually liking what I see, and sort of then starting to get used to that feeling, because for years and years and years the mirror has been like my enemy basically. So as you know now from my Instagram, I like the mirror and I'm in the mirror a lot. So so I do feel like I have transformed as a person mentally. That doesn't mean that I am like completely cured or whatever. I still have shitty days and I still have days where I'm insecure, and but yeah, so I think
we all do.
Yeah, exactly. So I think just focusing on that and keeping my mental health in a good place. I think as you get older, you learn sort of the things that help and the things that trigger you and stuff like that. So like the next 1,000 days is probably going to be more Eminem tattoos, because I do it for me and I'm not ready to finish yet. So yeah. And I haven't had acknowledgement from him, so I would really love the next 1,000 days.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that in the next question. But here's one while we're just on projects. When can I buy my Crazy Eminem Lady hoodie? Where is it?
Do you think people would buy it?
Make it slim fit.
Yeah. Do you think people would buy it?
I'd buy it. Yeah. Bring it out. See,
well, that's two people I know that would buy it.
Okay, done. So, 2 orders are in. Excellent. Fantastic. Okay. So, Nikki, everyone will ask you, have you ever met Eminem? But on Unmasked, we posit a new theory. The new theory is this. You have met Eminem. He's so secretive. He made you sign all those non-disclosure agreements. You probably got 50 non-disclosure agreements and 20 lawyers saying you cannot speak of this meeting. It happened, didn't it, Nikki?
Do you know, I wish that was true. I really do.
Nikki, you're being tricky now. Repeat after me. Learn from the CIA. There's a trick the CIA uses. Anyone asks you ever again, have you ever met Eminem? Say the following words. I cannot confirm or deny that I have ever met Eminem.
I cannot confirm or deny that I have ever met Eminem.
Brilliant. See, it just changes the whole flavor. Now, Eminem's going to get worried, say, hey, she's not denying it. Things might happen.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah. So that's the CIA stance and everything, and that should be your stance as well. Okay. So here's the question. You went out searching for Eminem. Even I went out searching for Eminem. I wrote a 9-minute long love letter to him called Find Shady. I was trying to find Shady. I couldn't find Shady, but guess what? I found Shani. So my question to you is, if you went out looking for Eminem, couldn't find him, but you found Nikki Patterson. Okay? So here's the question. Do you consider yourself to be a self-made woman?
Yes, I do. Massively. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Definitely. Because, I mean, the turning point for me was my nail business, actually, because I feel like before then I'd never really felt like I was good at anything. I didn't know what I was doing with my life. So starting my own business gave me confidence. And then I think in turn, because I had the confidence and then I also had the financial means, that then led to me getting my first portrait tattoo, which then catapulted my confidence as well. So, and now here I am, I've got all these tattoos myself. I applied for Guinness World Records myself. I went from somebody that hated looking in the mirror to having Inked magazine, CNN, Fox News writing about me. I've had Mr. Porter comment, Skylar Grey comment.
There you go.
My followers have grown. I'm busy with my nails. So yeah, I am definitely.
Oh, I had a question about that. I skipped that question. Just wondering. So, do you like when your clients come in? Do you ever these grannies come in and start spitting Eminem rhymes, or they ask you to sing them a song? Does that happen? I mean, what's your demographic like?
I've got a mixture. So I've got older ladies like in their 80s.
Okay.
And I've got really young ones too. So the older ones are definitely a bit more, if I take my hoodie off or whatever and I've got my tattoos, but I speak to all of them about it, and a lot of them have been on the journey with me because they've been my clients from before I got my first tattoo. So yeah, most of them love it. I mean, I've got one lady that still thinks that Eminem's a band.
Oh wow.
So she says, how are they? Like, you know, and I'm like, no, it's just one guy.
You got multiple
but,
personalities. Maybe
yeah,
that's what
well,
you
yeah,
think is
true. But
fantastic.
yeah, no, they love it, and
Yes.
yeah, they just ask me what's been happening, and they're like, how many tattoos have you had since my last appointment?
Oh, wow. Wow. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So that keeps the banter up in the salon, gets things, keeps people
Yeah.
talking. Okay. So you remember you were there, I was there at the Eminem concert. I still got the hat from that day and another memorabilia merchandise I bought. Okay. You were there
Yeah.
too. We
Yeah.
never met. Although I sort of, you were the VVIP, you were the super fans, you were in the Golden Circle VIP early entry. That's where you were. I was
Yeah.
only Golden Circle. We are not as super as you are. So okay, so you were there. We never met. It was a brilliant concert. It was very hot. But
Very hot.
with the way touring has been affected by COVID, and with the outlook for the music industry not looking too good, you know, like people are leaving music. Logic's gone over to play games on Twitch, and all these things are happening over here. Do you think, Nikki, that you and I were lucky enough to witness Eminem's last concert?
No, never.
So there will be more.
It's
Okay.
gotta be. It's
Okay.
gotta
Good.
be. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm
That's
not.
fine.
I'm
Yeah.
not ready. And there's people that have never seen him, and they've got to see him. So no.
Wow. I had never seen him before. You've seen him 7 times. I've never seen him before. That was absolutely brilliant. And I was live streaming it, and I had to keep an eye on him and I on the camera. It was absolutely brilliant.
It was awesome.
Okay, great. So this pretty much covers the more important, heavy-hitting questions. Now I got a couple of, little itty-bitty ones, like, what are you doing for Christmas, Nikki? What's the plan? Are you celebrating Christmas, observing it? What's the plan?
Yeah, we're actually going out for Christmas dinner. Just three of us. So yeah, that's what we're doing. It's going to be pretty quiet. I won't be seeing my family because they're in England. I'll
Okay.
see them in January. And you know what? Usually by Christmas time, I am absolutely shattered because it's been so busy. So just chilling, literally. I think Boxing Day, I'm not going to get out of my pajamas. So you'll see that giraffe onesie on Instagram probably.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Christmas sorted. What is Crazy M&M Lady's favorite food?
Oh man.
Most regularly eaten. And if you're in Scotland, you can say something deep fried. It's okay.
Do you know what? Tonight I had a deep fried pig in blanket, which is
Deep
the
fried.
sausage and bacon. It was amazing. But I would say my favorite thing is probably chips or fries, as other places call them. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, 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 cool. So long live the chippy shop.
Yeah, love like any type. I don't understand people that don't like them.
Okay, okay. Never trust them. I don't
No.
trust people who never look at the dessert menu after dinner. It's just one of those things. Or people who don't eat sweet corn, I just don't trust them. It's just, okay. So what are you watching? What are you reading? What's entertainment for you?
I'm struggling to get into watching anything at the moment, and it's driving me insane. So if anybody has any recommendations, put them in there, because I am kind of in a place where I just want something light-hearted. I can't really deal with too dark at the moment, although I did watch The Undoing
Well, don't
recently.
watch The Crown then.
Well, yeah. I did watch The Undoing though with Hugh Grant and Nicole Kidman. That was really good.
Playing, my wife's been watching it with her mom.
It's really good, yeah. So, and I always watch Friends to fall asleep. Like I can't fall asleep without Friends on my iPad now. So, what am I don't read that much. I wish I did. I've got a Kindle full of books that I really, really want to read, but I guess it's laziness, because when I've done at the end of the day, I get in bed and I'm like, I can't be bothered reading. I just want to watch something on a screen. So yeah. So really nothing very exciting. The Kardashians I'm watching at the moment, actually. Don't hate me.
I shall not say anything. I'll only say it's cancelled next year, but Nikki, you can do whatever you want. You're an Eminem Superfan. You can pretty much do whatever you want. Watch repeats of it. That's no worries. Okay, great. So that's fantastic. Now we get to see, Unmasked the idea was to sort of, find out more than just, tell us more about tattoos or Eminem. So I hope you enjoyed this. Okay, because it was also supposed to be, a chat. It's more of a conversation rather than just an interview. Okay.
Yeah.
So as you know, you and I had a conversation initially when I was asking you to come on and answer a couple of my questions. And I asked you, would you sing a song with me on karaoke? And you gave me a categorical no. You said, no, I'm not going to do it. I cannot sing. And I said, okay. And if you remember, before that, we've had another question. I've said, when are you putting out your next song? When is your song? When is your first song coming out? You don't have a song to begin with.
Yeah.
You said, no, it's not coming. I'm not. I even offered you, I'd write the lyrics. Just say something cool. You do a chorus. So I hope somewhere down the road, there's a song coming out of you. Because song is one way to talk to Eminem if you cannot confirm or deny that you have met him.
When I'm in the car listening to music, I feel like I can sing, but no, I can't.
Okay, so when you said, no, I'm not going to sing the song, I said, okay, how can I change this? I got to turn it on its head. So then what I thought, let's play it like Nikki's going to have to tell me the lyric that comes up. So it's more like I'm going to test your knowledge of Eminem lyrics. So I just changed the whole flavor. Okay, so that's the first thing I did. The second thing I did, I got a genuine woman from Scotland to give you support. Come on over, Lorna. Okay, so you probably never met Lorna before. Come on in, Lorna. Get in the screen. Genuine redhead Scottish woman, straight out of Glasgow, all the regions. So there is one genuine Scottish woman. I can get to the screen, right? And there is one not so genuine Scottish guy. Hey, Lassie, you're gonna sing. Hey, say I. Yes. All right, we're gonna do this. Okay. Now, Lorna's gonna start us off. We're gonna sing Godzilla. Okay.
Okay. I'm actually gonna cheat though. Like I've got the lyrics here because I'm terrible. I'm a terrible Eminem.
That's okay. We'll give you the easiest bits. But Lorna's gonna start us off by saying the most important words. She's been dying to say these words to me. Lorna.
Oh, you're a monster.
I can swallow a bottle of alcohol now.
Feel like Godzilla.
Better hit the deck like some cardinal. My whole squad's in there walking around the party, a cross between a zombie apocalypse and
Big Bobby.
The brain, and which is probably the same reason I wrestle with mania. Shady reasons in which I pass it up. Consider it cost me a costly mistake if they're sleeping on me. The
who's better get insomnia?
ADHD hydroxycat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
ADHD hydroxycat.
Pasta Covoisi. Whatever that is.
AA with an 8K mail lift and a sedated like a pated, better vacate retreat like a vacate mayday. This period is cray cray.
Ray J. Ha ha ha.
H-A, laughing all the way to the bank. I spray flames, you cannot tame or placate them.
Monster.
You get in my way, I'm a singing. Sing with me, Nikki.
I can't.
Nothing to the monster. When the moon shines like ice road truckers, I look like a villain out of those blockbusters. Come on, Nikki, fast.
I can't. You two have got it. You're doing great.
Fire. Fire.
Monster blood on the dance.
Even Lorna's doing it. Nikki, you did a good job.
Well done, guys. Right. You did amazing.
Nikki, I've had the most awesome time on this live.
Oh, you're amazing. You are so much fun.
It was good. It was really good. This was the inaugural, the first issue of Unmasked. I've got other people coming down. It's going to be fun. I would like to thank you for taking the time, for being here, for being a awesome person to interview. Okay.
Oh,
so I'd like to wish you the best of luck. Okay. I'd like to wish you the best for Christmas, what's coming down, whatever's on the other side. We're here to support you. Team Shady forever.
Love it. Thank you so much for having me. It's been great to talk to you. You've been a lot of fun.
Great. Thank you, Nikki, for joining.
Thank you. You have a good Christmas.
Cheers. You
Bye. Bye.
Well, there we go. I would like to thank Nikki Patterson for being on this live. It was a little crazy. It was supposed to be fun. I hope all of you liked it too. So feel free, leave a comment, and we're going to have more people coming in. So keep following. I'm going to put a little flyer up when the next interview is up, and it should be pretty soon. Until then, peace out, people.